This is Kobe Bryant. This is Jam Session coming at you.
81 points for Kobe.
Final seconds. Bryant for the win.
Are you made for this?
These are the type of moments that I live for.
You gotta show me.
5 rings. 5 of them. I told you gonna get it, man.
You gotta show them.
Today, February 8th, 2024, it's not just the NBA trade deadline. It is also the day that the Lakers will unveil a statue in Kobe Bryant's honor. And the date is significant, too, is the number that his daughter, Gianna Bryant, who also perished in that fateful car crash, wore. And then, of course, 8 and 24 are the numbers that Kobe wore over his illustrious career. But the Lakers have said that the Bryant family, they really want this to be a celebratory day as we honor Kobe Bryant's legacy. So now joining us with more is our Lakers reporter, Dave McMenamin. Dave, what more can you tell us about today's festivities?
Yeah, Malika, in just under 5 hours, you can see behind me, they have the tent set up. There's been a lot of rain in Los Angeles this last week, so they wanted to make sure they'd be able to have the ceremony outside the elements. So they're going to start and unveil this statue. Now, I'm told that certain Laker dignitaries will be in attendance. One of Kobe's former coaches and Phil Jackson, one of his former teammates and Derek Fisher, one of his former coaches and teammates in Byron Scott will be among the attendees, along with, of course, his widow Vanessa, Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, Sharia, his sister, I'm also told is expected to be there. In terms of the Lakers team, whether they can make it or not, it's unclear. I'm told that several players are weighing the disruption of their game day routine. Of course, don't forget, the Lakers tip off against the defending champion Denver Nuggets tonight. And really, if you're thinking about Mamba mentality, you're not really going to interrupt your routine. You're going to keep the main thing and concentrate on the game at hand. But certainly it should be a momentous occasion for this franchise, for the Bryant family, and one that they hope to have more of a celebratory tone, looking back at all that Kobe Bryant was able to accomplish in his lifetime.
There's certainly a lot to celebrate when you look at what Kobe Bryant was able to do over the course of his career. I'm really looking forward to it. Dave, thank you so very much. So that's what we do know about what is happening at the trophy, or rather the statue ceremony. What we don't know is exactly what this statue is going to look like. We have posed a couple of different potential options on social media, what fans think potentially could be outside of Crypto.com Arena. Although when talking about Kobe, it feels like we almost need to call it Staples Center. What true. Potentially we could be seeing unveiled? Could it be one of these iconic, the reverse dunk, maybe a back of his jersey, that fadeaway? Could it be when he jumped on top of the scorer's table, sort of announced himself once again to the world? There's a lot of options here as we say hello to our senior writer for Anscape, the one and only Mr. Hall of Famer Mark Spears, our senior writer Ramona Shelburne with us as well. What are you expecting, Ramona?
You know what's amazing to me when I drive around Los Angeles is how much I still see Kobe Bryant murals, jerseys, all over town, and I've been watching this go up, this tent and the reveal there, but also just this morning walking around the plaza here in Los Angeles, you can see the build of all the jerseys and all the fans coming out and everybody wanting to be here, and it reminded me when they retired his 2 numbers. Remember that?
Right.
And it was in the middle of a season where the Lakers weren't doing much or anything, but it was an event in Los Angeles. People know we've all been having a rainstorm here for weeks or whatever it feels like. Everybody's coming out. Like, the rain is cleared. It is sunny.
Even though you can't see the statue, fans are still out, even though it won't be unveiled to the public until tomorrow, right?
Look, for me, we have to understand from a global perspective who Kobe Bryant is. He's Derek Jeter, he's Messi, he's Pele. He's one of these iconic figures, a Muhammad Ali type figure, where it's like he's meant so much to so many people. We watched him since he was 17 years old up until his final day. We watched him go on a journey and help young players, women's basketball. He's done so much. So yes, this is one of the biggest days, in my opinion, in the history of LA sports. This is one of the biggest days in the history of the NBA. This is is, you know, the Hall of Fame is one of those days. The statue in front of Staples, Crypto, however you want to call it, with the other iconic greats, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Shaquille. It is one of the biggest days that we will see, and I'm glad that the weather's clearing up, and I'm glad that everyone's going to be out there. I'm just excited for the entire event.
You know, I remember when he passed out in this courtyard here, filled with flowers, filled with signs.
Yeah.
You would see some Italian guys playing music. Then you would see a little old Mexican lady bringing a candle. The impact he had on L.A., the Hispanic community in L.A., the black community in L.A., NBA fans here globally, is different than anything. I mean, you got the Walk of Fame, right? You got the Hollywood sign, the Chinese Man Theater, Santa Monica Pier. I see a pilgrimage of people coming, I'm going to call it Staples Center. I'm always to Staples to look at the statue.
Yep.
Today, tomorrow, for years to come. And I hope it's 8 Kobe. I hope it's 24 Kobe with the hands holding Gigi in the middle. That's I mean, that's my dream of dreams. You talked about statues. That's what I hope it is.
I'm glad you mentioned Gianna Bryant. There has been some question as to how she is going to be nodded to in this statue outside Crypto.com Arena. I just wanted to correct something I said earlier. I said car crash when, of course, Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and 7 others died tragically in a helicopter crash. Go ahead, Kendrick.
I mean, it's a beautiful day, right? And you got to think about it. They had the number 8 Kobe that touched so many people and inspired so many people, and the number 24 Kobe that touched and inspired so many people. And they had the Kobe after basketball that touched and inspired so many people. You know what was one of the best moments for me on social media is when I got on Twitter and Kobe Bryant was following me. It lit me up, real talk, because again, I always talk about the 2 Ps, and I stand on that. When you talk about the popular people and the powerful people, well, we know the powerfulness of Kobe Bryant and the effect that he had, not only on just the fan base but like his peers, and that's why we have so many discussions, and they talk about the GOAT conversation and top 5 and what do Kobe rank, and it's there because just who he was and what he did. It's just a beautiful day.
He really had 2 Hall of Fame careers, one in 8 and one in 24.
Yeah.
And I was the Lakers played the Bulls the other day, and I was walking to the game, and I was struck by how many number 23 jerseys that I still see around for Bulls fans. They are still wearing that. But just like that, when you look around Crypto.com Arena, when you look around Los Angeles, the number of people still wearing number 24, still wearing 8, the players today who are invoking his legacy by putting it on the back of their jersey, in a lot of ways, he is this generation's GOAT, and we see him honored in that way really every single day.
NBA,